In this video, we're going to be doing a BBS Live inspired video using the carbon razor and the Duo barrel proof. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me for this very special video. As mentioned before, today we're going to be doing a BBS Live inspired shave. We're honoring Nate and Mel from BBS Live. Here's to you. A little bit of coffee and bourbon there. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using the carbon CX, is that CX-316L? Something like that razor, which you see right here. And we're going to be using a sample of the Duo barrel proof. We'll show you the logo right there. This is sort of the redo of the Duo soap, which was for BBS Live. But let's show you the razor first. So I want to show you how the razor comes. It comes in sort of a bubble mailer like this, and then out comes a tube. Now the carbon, all the carbon razors are fairly pricey. The reason I got this was because I tried Nate's from BBS Live and I absolutely love that razor. So I bought one for myself. They do have sometimes scratch and dent sort of carbons, and that's the one I bought. And comes in packaging like this, which is a cardboard tube, and it's sealed initially, and you have to sort of cut this and you take the top off. And he does include 5 extra SP blades. Comes in a mesh bag like so. Also, there's a handwritten note in there, which I think is a nice touch. And we have a mesh bag, and then your razor is wrapped in this sort of black tissue sort of paper. And out comes the razor, which for me is quite a beautiful razor. Let's set that down and put this packaging away. A lot of people do think the packaging is not up to snuff, but Sean, I think his name is Sean at Carbon, doesn't like to use any plastic. So everything you get from the mailer to this is paper or recyclable in some way. And admittedly, the packaging doesn't do anything for me. I'm not crazy about it. However, I don't mind this tube so much. It is certainly something different. But if packaging is something that's really important to you, a lot of people don't particularly care for the carbon packaging. So that is what it is. But the razor itself is quite beautiful. This is made of 316 stainless steel. The regular price is $249.99, which is pricey. This is machined, designed in the United States, and it is quite a good looking razor. Now, normally I don't like long handles, but for some reason with this razor, I don't mind it. I actually like this handle very much, and I think it's because they taper it down in some places so it doesn't feel so cumbersome. It feels like a very maneuverable razor. And again, I've used a carbon razor similar to this a couple of times before, and so I was able to purchase it. Again, his sort of scratch and dent selections, which you can get cheaper, and I'm really looking forward to using it today. I'm going to use the Astra SP blade. Let me go ahead and show you a shot there of the base plate there if you're interested. That's what it looks like. It's got carbon on there and when it was machined and so on and so forth. We're going to load an Astra SP blade today in the razor, and then we'll show you how it loads in. It has very long posts, which I really like a lot, as you can see right there. And those posts will go all the way down through the base plate, which I'll show you in just a moment. And so, as you can see there, they'll lock in very securely, holding that blade in nice and secure. And when you get it all together, here is what you end up with. And they have a number of different plate options. This is just the regular offering, the standard. And as you can see, there's a bit of blade exposure there. Really good looking razor, but it feels great in the hand, and that's one of the reasons I bought it. Honestly, I've never been a fan of long handles, but this one, it does it for me. And it really is quite a surprise. All right, let's get to lathering. Well, first let's have another bit of coffee and bourbon. Again, I would ask you folks, if you aren't following BBS Live on Instagram, please go over and do that for me. I will link it below. And also, Mel has a YouTube channel, Mel and Mel Shaves. I'm going to link it below, and I would really appreciate it if you would give him a sub as well. That would mean a lot to both him and me. They're great guys. I vouch for them. They're great guys. We'll show you a picture of Nate right there. Terrific guy. He takes a lot of crap. We give him a hard time all the time, but we love him. And there is Mel right there. No one has more enthusiasm than Mel. Okay, let's get the misting. This is 24 hours of growth today we're working with, and this is just plain water, or is it chupacabra oil? You don't know, do you? Just plain water. But anyway, the one thing I'll say about the Duo Barrel Proof, which is a sort of redo of the Duo. I did not get hardly any of the bourbon, wood, sandalwood, or anything out of the first version of the soap, and I gave it away. This one, I can get the woodiness out of it, and I get the bourbon, so that makes me very happy because I want Nate and Mel to have a soap that they are proud of. And I can tell you right now, this one is much, much better. Now, I would still call it lightly scented, probably 3.5 to 4 on, you know, if I were to put it on a scale. It would be definitely under medium. I would love to see this come up to medium. I think people would be much happier with it. But I will say, in terms of the scent, for me, I'm getting a lot more of what they're going for here. Like I'm actually getting that. I can tell it's a bourbon. I'm getting some of the sandalwood. I think this is a much, much better scent. The brush today, by the way, is PAA Switchback 400 with an AP Shaveco Sinbad knot. No quality problems whatsoever with the soaps in terms of lathering. Lathers easily. And you expect that from a Zingari man soap. She makes great soap, Heather. No question about it. We'd just love to see the scent come up just a little bit. I mean, some people would like to see it come up a lot, but I would be happy if they could just get the scent strength up a little bit. We certainly don't want to be so much so that it causes frag burn and reactions and all that. But honestly, I think they're on the right track with this scent in terms of the notes. If we could just get a little more of it, it would make it really nice. But I think this one is a vast improvement over the last. So I am happy for Nate and Mel. And let's get going with the carbon. Oh man, that feels great. You definitely get some blade feel. Now keep in mind, carbon offers a number of different plates. This really is a fantastic razor. When I borrowed Nate's, I just really enjoyed it. It worked well for me, and I knew at that time, at some point, I'm going to buy one of those carbon razors. Honestly, the 250 retail is kind of tough, but on the same token, it's a lifetime, purchase, and so for a razor of this quality, it's a great shave. It's going to last a lifetime, so I think you can justify that. But it's one of those things where everyone has a budget that they're working from. And again, I got the sort of scratch and dent version, which was less expensive, and so I didn't have to pay the full $250. So I'm very happy about that. But I can tell you right now, this is an excellent shaver, and that's why I had it on my list of things to acquire in 2021, because I really enjoyed. I think I used the one Nate sent me twice, and I was so impressed. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be on my list. And now we've acquired it, and so I'm really happy about it. And it's just working great. Feels great. It doesn't feel menacing, but I am getting some blade feel. It feels efficient, even with this standard plate. Or I'm assuming it's the standard plate. I didn't specify a plate, but you can specify which plate you want if you're buying the retail version. But again, this is nice. I can see why both Nate and Mel love this razor, and it's one of the reasons I'm using it today is because they really love this razor, and I can see why. It is terrific. It's absolutely phenomenal. So let's get a little drink here. Hope I don't go too long today, but I really wanted to take time and just enjoy this shave and honor Nate and Mel, who are really two legitimately good guys. I've known Mel for, I want to say, close to 10 years now. I've known Nate maybe half that time. I can't really recall when Nate came around, but they're really two genuine, nice guys. And I must say, we have a lot of fun with Nate about the low scent Skeletor thing, and he is such a good sport about it. And I really appreciate you, Nate. I really do, for the way you take it. And Mel never gets any of the crap that Nate gets. And so we're going to have to start cracking on Mel a little bit too, so he can be in on some of the fun. But honestly, those two guys are definitely guys that I consider to be friends. And boy, I'm telling you what, this soap is a lot better in scent than the first one. And it really, that first video that I did on on the Duo. I mean, I was sad for them because it just didn't have any scent to it, at least for my nose. I just couldn't pick up anything. But this one, I can see what they're going for. If we can get this just turned up a little bit, maybe get it up to medium, I think people will be happy with it. The quality is on point. I mean, there's not going to be any quality problems with this. But because I love those guys, I want them to have a soap they're proud of. And I want it to be a soap that people can actually get the notes from. And this one really makes me happy because I took no pleasure in making the Duo original video. In fact, I sent it to Nate and Mel and I was like, guys, you know, I'm sorry, I got to call it like I see it. I just can't get any scent out of this. And they were like, we understand. We know it's not personal. Just really stand up guys. I don't know why I'm going against the grain on pass 2, but we'll continue with against the grain on this pass and then we'll go across in the third. No big deal. I was so swept up in my Nate and Mel love there that I lost track of what I was doing. But anyway, terrific guys, and I would really appreciate it if you'd give them a follow on Instagram. Check out the show. They do a show every Thursday night, or excuse me, every other Thursday night. Give them a follow. I think you'll find that they are really terrific guys, likable, stand-up guys, generous, always just being good stewards, in my opinion, of the community. And they've been around for a while, so they're not new to this. And they have certainly earned the following that they have developed through good deeds and just being good folks. And I tell you what, in the world we have, with all that's going on, you can always use good friends and good folks. And they are that. Boy, I tell you what, this razor is nice, nice, nice. I'm completely happy with this razor. Again, the Nate and Mel are the reason I got this razor, because they just really loved it. It's one of their favorite razors, if not their favorite razor. And had it not been for Nate sending me his to try, which his version was like, it's one of those almost sort of like, oh, I can't remember the steel it uses, but it's very fancy, like north of $500. And he loaned me that razor, which was awesome of him. And at that moment, I was like, I'm going to get me a carbon eventually, you know. Smooth, efficient shaver. Feels very, very well balanced, despite having a handle that typically I wouldn't like a long handle like that. But I'm learning that I think when these razor makers slim that size down a little bit and taper it, I don't mind a long handle. So Sean at Carbon, if you're watching, excellent job on this handle and the razor. And tell you what, I don't have any buyer's remorse. It's going to stay here. It is a winner for me. And I knew it from the time I tried Nate's. And again, thank you very much, Nate. And boy, this soap, I'm telling you what, quality-wise, no problem. Scent, we just bring that scent strength up, and I think we're going to be right on time. And those two guys will have a wonderful soap that they're proud of, and we'll be proud with them because we do stand with those guys, stand-up guys. And I know all of us who did videos where we just didn't care for the Duo, none of us enjoyed doing that. But we had to be honest, and we wanted better for Nate and Mel. And I think they went back to the drawing board and worked with Heather there, and she's done a great job in, you know, getting this, or at least for me, where I'm getting more notes out of it. The first version, it smelled like, to me, almost like raw cookie dough, slight sweetness, but there was no discernible sandalwood or bourbon or anything like that. But this one, I can get the bourbon. It's really nice. And so I'm super, super happy for Nate and Mel. And again, I ask you, please give him a follow and give Mel a sub on his YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. And also, don't forget, this Friday, 8 p.m. is Real Talk. We'll put the slide up there for you. I would love for you to let me know what subjects you would like for us to discuss this week. We're always looking for suggested topics, and I try to write them down and credit whoever makes the suggestion. And we can't talk about every single thing, that's suggested, but we'll try to add as many as possible. Wow, what a razor this is. Whew. Tell you what, Nate and Mel, you are not kidding when you talk about how good this razor is. It just feels phenomenal. It's one of the best razors that I've used. It is right there, with your timeless charcoal, all your, premium brand razors, carve, put in your favorite. I think this one runs firmly with them, Blackland. I would say don't sleep on this razor and look for those sort of refurbished models, and you can get a discount. Now I'm starting to go against the grain. I can't. Whew, I tell you what, I'm so happy with this this shave and this soap. Now, again, we don't want to go overboard. We need more scent strength in here, Nate and Mel. So I'm hoping you'll hold firm and sort of ask for that to be kicked up a little bit, punched up a little bit. But other than that, I think you're on the right track. I'm happy for you. I really am. Very nice indeed. I'm really digging it. This has just been a really nice shave today. Man, enjoyable. I'm really, really happy. And the razor, no buyer's remorse. No buyer's remorse at all. This is one of those shaves that I just really have enjoyed. And by the way, I saw the Stallion just use this the other day too. I'm really happy to see him using those DE razors, and he's really been enjoying himself. So I'm really happy for the Stallion too. So if you haven't watched the Stallion, Anthony Esposito, go over and check him out too. He's been happy. He's been just doing great things, I think. Helping people out. I've never seen him quite this happy in making content. So, give him a sub and check him out. Man, oh man, this is a great, boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a great razor that will not be leaving this den. It is legit. Mel and Nate, or low scent Skeletor, if you will. I couldn't resist doing that, Nate. I couldn't resist it. And for those of you who don't know, we give Nate a hard time because when the Duo came out, it was low scented. And then there was a poll in the Ariana and Evans, or the club Facebook group, and Peter had asked whether he should go less on the scent, and Nate voted yes. So it was at that moment that Nate became low scent Skeletor, because Junior, the dude of shaving, had been calling him Skeletor. Just friendly jabbing. But let me tell you something. Nate, I appreciate you. I thank you for all the fun and humor and the way that you conduct yourself. I really appreciate you and Mel. So let me rinse. We'll come back, get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we are back, and we're going to try to speed this up a bit. We did a warm water rinse. We followed it up with the PAA alum with dry dock nose stinging, the carbon super, super smooth shaver. Cold water rinse, followed up with the Magic Made by Witches Thayers. I tell you what, the carbon really hit the spot. No buyer's remorse. Big, big thumbs up from me. Thank you, Mel and Nate, for recommending this razor. The Duo, barrel proof, thumbs up. Get the scent strength up. We are good to go. I'm so happy for you, Nate and Mel. And we're going to finish it off today with Derby City Chop Shop Shave Tonic. And this one is fairly old. This goes back to 2014, if you can see there on the bottle. And this is really nice, sort of rum or bourbon-y sort of aftershave. And we're going to have hopefully a great day after having had a great shave. Again, don't forget to follow Mel and Nate on Insta. Check out Melly Mel on YouTube. And thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate you all. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, sure shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.